All right, beauties, round two. Sorry about our technical difficulties, but welcome into our Facebook page. You might be watching on Beauty IQ or you might be watching on QVC. I'm Courtney Cason, and today it's Makeup Monday, where we take what's trending in the world of beauty, ideas and scenes that you might see all throughout the week on Beauty IQ, and really dive right into them. And this week, it's really my favorite week because it's Thanksgiving and then the start of Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and New Year's Eve all in 1 week. So a lot of you have been asking about my skincare routine recently, and I thought that I would just take my vanity, hold all the products, and show you how I get holiday ready just from my skincare alone. So it's a little more ramped up this time of year just because we've got so many places to go. I'm on air, there's parties, we're hosting get-togethers, and so I wanted to break it down for you what I do to get my skin glowing so that you can sparkle and shine for the holidays. So if you've got any questions, just type in the comment section below. My friend Kelly and Mike are here. They'll relay those to me, but let's get started. So my two tried and true before I do anything in the world, I mean, it could be really once a week before work, I'll come in with my sunglasses on and have the 24 karat gold eye patches on. And then once a week, I probably sleep in the rose stem cell mask from PTR. It's really cool. It's plant-based technology and it's all about cell renewal on your skin topically. So it's kind of this light exfoliation and puts back so much good into your skin. So before any special event, I always start here. And plus I feel a little bit fancy because these are 24 karat gold and you're like, I don't even have anything otherwise that's 24 karat gold. So it's kind of fabulous that these are under your eyes. By the way, topic for conversation, not that you wouldn't have any already, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? I took my, how do you not get this to like look like a porcupine? Okay. Does that look weird? Does it look like, maybe fix it? Okay, all right. This is how I get ready in my bathroom. I just want to make sure it doesn't look like I have like porcupine hair in the bathroom. But anyways, I want to know what your favorite Thanksgiving dish is. I took my Brussels sprouts for a little spin this weekend at a friend's giving. And how I do my Brussels sprouts is I will take olive oil with parsley, chives, and a little bit of thyme. And then I toss that together with fresh garlic, salt, and pepper, and then candied walnuts and cranberries. I bake for 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Then I lightly broil them, and then I toss them in a little bit of bacon fat and bacon.
Megan's asking if you should use those eye patches every day.
Megan, you can use these eye patches every single day. The good news is they come in a set of 60, so I'm about halfway through my supply, and so you can use them once a day for 30 days, and they work out to be around, I want to say like $1.50 per treatment, which is pretty nice because you can leave them on for like 20 minutes at a time. I've slept with them on, but I mean, eventually all the product will absorb into your skin. But you can, I usually use them twice a week because I noticed that my under eye area looks so substantially better after having used them that, you know, you don't have to. But if you love the results and depending on how old you are, feel free. All right, so I'm just gonna let this set for 5 minutes because the good news is with this rose stem cell mask, however much time you have, it's a complete turnaround. I feel like so many times this time of year, your skin just gets really lackluster, and it's because of the heat. It's finally starting to get cold, and this really just kind of helps you get back the brightness to your complexion. It's got this like 4-rose complex technology thing that I don't even pretend to understand, but that's why Peter has his job, and that's why I have my job asking those questions. So I'm gonna leave this on and show you some other parts of my routine. Just wash this off. All right, so next up is a product that I do use every single day, and it's the Happ lip scrub. So this is one that I purchased probably in September. I think this is like passion fruit, there we go. So I think it was a summer flavor, and I got like kind of the last bit of inventory. Now we've kind of transitioned into really good holiday ones, but I use this every single day. I have to. Sarah always says like your lips are only like one place in your body that don't have sweat glands. And so they're always dry, they're always like, ugh. And so for that, I use just about this much of the lip scrub and I scrub for 30 seconds. So. And you can either close or open your lip. I always do this over the sink because I get sugar everywhere. And the good news is it's sugar. It's a humectant. So it's super moisturizing and won't dry out your lips. And what I really like about it almost looks like I'm brushing my teeth, but I'm not. And the other thing that I like about this is it brings back the natural color of your lips. I am really going to town because, yeah, my lips are about 11 years older than I was today. But sometimes they wake up and they're great, so. All right, so just do that anywhere from like 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And it tastes so good, by the way. It's just sugar and vitamins and essential oils. It's wonderful. See how much more rosy my lips are? And they even look fuller. I feel like it gets your circulation going, if there is any there, I don't know, but they just look substantially better. So I'm going with that. All right, so far we've got the lip scrub. We've got the Rose Stem Cell Mask from PTR, as well as the 24 karat gold eye patches that you see right here. So all of this is really decadent to begin with, but I always say, like, whether you're celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah, you have to get something special that's like to you, from you, that you've been wanting for a long time. And I feel like mine always falls under skincare because it's something you definitely should splurge on. But you know, you don't always get throughout the year because you're like, oh, I'll just use the same old moisturizer. No, like, have a little fun with it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to take this off because I think this has been 5 minutes, just so you can see a little turnaround. And by the way, I always have these in stock, the Purity Made Simple makeup wipes. They're genius. They take off mascara, they take off makeup, they're gonna take off this mask. They leave like no residue on your face, it just feels like clean skin. All right, so I'm gonna start to take this off. And I mean, look how radiant my skin still is, having taken that off. See? Even if you only have a few minutes, this stuff is so good. And I do have sensitive skin, and I would say my skin base is definitely more pink than not, but I kind of can't tell if it looks pink, but my skin feels totally soothed, really, really calm, and to me it looks really even complected, but I am naturally pink.
We have a comment from Louise, actually a question.
Yes.
I use some long-lasting lipsticks. Let's face it, they are very drying. I love them because they last, they don't bleed, and they look good. But my lips suffer. Will this Happ scrub help?
Louise, if you wear long-wearing lipstick, kudos to you. Like, you're a girl after my own heart. If I'm going to put lipstick on, I don't want to look at it an hour later and be like, where did it go? So I feel like a lot of times for the overall health and wellness of your lips, you sacrifice it for great long-wearing color. So 2 things. If you ever have a hard time getting the remaining of the long wear lipstick off, this scrub works wonderfully well. Even if you're not wearing long wear lipstick, what's also nice about this scrub is because it kind of makes your lip one texture, at least it feels that way to me. It gives your lipstick or lip gloss a good basis to kind of settle in on this like even barrier. So this is good for long wearing, taking it off, and then this is prolonging maybe some other lipsticks that don't stay as long. Because I feel like a lot of times when my lipstick settles, it's because my lips are dry and crackly and yuck. And so this will kind of get you a really good setup so that you have a good basis point to apply either long wearing or just great colors. And by the way, if you have those colors that are long wear but are really drying, she has a second thing called the Lip Slip, and it's basically just this clear gloss that's got light reflecting properties in. You can just pop that over your color, and it's a really nice hydrating, moisturizing treatment. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, so are you guys seeing this radiance? This was not here before I first started. This is the Rose Stem Cell Mask and 24 karat gold eye patches. Leave these on for a full 20. You will thank me. I feel like I'm cheating myself at 5, but I'll probably just set these to the side. Maybe that's gross, and just wear them back down to the studio.
Alyssa, Shelly, and Kim are both asking about the eye patches. Who makes them and what are the benefits?
Okay, so who's asking about the eye patches?
Kimberly, Shelly, and Alyssa.
Kimberly, Shelly, and Alyssa, hello. Happy Makeup Monday. So these are the PTR 24 karat gold eye patches. So that's Peter Thomas Roth. And so when you look inside, mine's, I'm going to be honest with you, mine's coming from the car and I throw it at the bottom of my handbag. It has no pristine quality whatsoever, but you get 60 of these. So it can be 30 different treatments. And one of the qualities that's really nice about it is infused with 24 karat gold, which is awesome in this serum because it has brightening properties underneath your eye, but the serum itself helps reduce the yuckiness that sometimes is around your eye. Now, I can't say what that is because I'm not trying to like make a claim or anything, but basically, you know how your eyes, like the sockets are concave? If you have convex issues underneath your eyes, these help. And depending on where you need the help the most, like I tend to get like little lines around my eyes, so I put the thickest part underneath my eyes. But if you've got crow's feet, you can actually take the thinner part, go all the way up to your lash line if you'd like to, and take the thicker parts so that it hydrates your crow's feet. Because a lot of times crow's feet or the look of it or dry lines are exaggerated because of dehydration, and that's even if you use your moisturizer. That means you're not using the right one. So let this stay here for about 20 minutes and you'll see that you can take it from here. You can then flip it upside down because there's treatment on both sides. And then if you're looking for a little more hydration here, actually, so you can put it 2 spots up top. You can go here, because sometimes people have those expression lines that are like at the top of their brow bone, or if you want to treat your 11s, you'd go like that. And basically, just live your best life as a unicorn. I don't know how else to say it. It kind of like when you just open the door, you're like, oh, that's interesting. But these are all things that, again, kind of take me 20 minutes to do all out. And I wanted to share my holiday skin secrets with you. So Purity Made Simple is what I took the mask off with. But a lot of times when I get off air on Beauty IQ, I'll just take my makeup off with this because you just have less to take off when you get home. Now, what I originally used to take my makeup off with today is the Purity Made Simple. And so this, for all the makeup that we wear on air, just melts everything away. And I like it because you don't have to do a second cleanse. However, I'm super into second cleansing these days. And I'll tell you why. So my girlfriends at Glow Recipe, we have Christine and Sarah, really go to Korea, that's Korea, to bring us back K-Beauty, Korean beauty, which is having this major moment that's not going anywhere. Because one thing about the Korean beauty trend and the Korean women that have made this so popular is the fact that they love color cosmetics, but they want every single thing that they wear and every single thing that they put on their face to have extreme treatment properties. And so for my second cleanse, I take the black cleansing water. So this is called Prem. You get a set of 2, and basically it's the Korean version of micellar water. I love it. This does such a great job at cleaning out your pores. And I mean, after you've used your favorite cleanser, I just kind of use this as an insurance policy so that I really got everything. Because sometimes I use my Clarisonic, and sometimes I don't. Most of the times I do. But sometimes I'm just so tired. I'm like, well, let me just cleanse real quick.
Are these sold in a set or in a kit?
So these are sold in a set, and you actually get a pump along with it, which is really nice. This is my backup one that I keep in my locker, and one pump will do ya. And the other thing that's nice about this, I just put it on a cotton pad, and really, I keep going until it's clear. Because that's one thing that I really like, is because while it's taking bits and pieces of things that are in my pores away, getting that like deep down cleanse, it also has a lot of hydrating properties to it, which I really like. Because a lot of times you don't get that with a cleanser. And so this one's just really nice to make sure that you got all of your hydration and moisture from your cleansing steps. So that's the Prem Black Cleansing Water. And honestly, this lasts forever. This also can take off your makeup, but I feel like sometimes because I wear so much for on air, I'd rather take it off with Purity and use this to just kind of cleanse everything after. So that's that. And then I usually just let this air dry for a minute. It's a lot, which is why I wanted to share this with you. And the great thing about our job is, especially on Beauty IQ, is we get to try so much stuff. And so a lot of everything that I love comes and goes in rotation, because I think changing up your skincare often is what helps your skin not plateau. So I'm going to now apply. This is so good. All right, so this is Kate Spade. Where am I? This is Kate Somerville. And this is the Derma Quench Lift with Retinol. So I use this morning and night. And what I like about this, I don't know if you've ever seen our on air presentations, but this is actually an oxygen dispenser treatment. So everything that you get out of this is completely fresh. It's never exposed to air, so it's like you're getting the oxygen retinol infusion treatment like you would get from Kate's own salon in Melrose. So it has like this moussey texture, and basically I just pat it all over to my skin, all the way down my neck. And a lot of times, what's pretty cool about this is we call it like the liquid lift for a reason, because you can see an improvement in the firmness and honestly skin texture that if you only did one side, this side looks lifted and this side stays the same. It's the craziest thing that I've ever seen, but if you've got mature skin, this is worth getting in a vat of. Use Easy Pay as much as you have to. This is one thing that I think if, I'm 32 now, when I'm 82, I will still be hoarding this. So really good preventative measure, and it's got retinol in it, and it's your nightly treatment, but it's also your morning treatment, which is really nice because a lot of retinol, just nighttime only. All right, so after that, I go into the Kate Somerville Retinol Firming Eye Cream. So this one, you'll actually use just around where you feel bone. So you'll use underneath the eye and then kind of around the orbital area of the eyebrow. And I basically, I'm at the end. Oh no, hold on. This is devastating.
Louise is asking what time of the day can she use those eye pads?
Who's asking?
Louise.
Louise?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to use the eye patches, Louise, you can use them any time of the day. I typically use them in the morning, or if I have somewhere that I'm about to go that, I want to feel special, I'll do it like before my makeup treatment, so. Okay. All right. So I just put it on with my ring finger. Some people tap like a piano. Good for you. Like, I'm very thrilled. I'm just not that responsible. Like, I'm the person that pulls and tugs and surprised I have eye issues. So just keep that in mind when you're using this. But be gentle, pat it in. But if you really want to know how I use it, it's like, all like that. So, all right, so that's the Kate Somerville eye. Next up, I have 2-part combo steps. So I have the Tatcha Silk Cream, which is made with real silk. And how Vicky Sai came up with this is in the book that she bought that basically broke down all of the geishas' beauty regimens. They used to wash their clothes in silk water, and when they would wash their clothes, their hands would be so silky and beautiful and radiant and soft. And so from that book, she decided to infuse silk into her moisturizer. And it's super quick absorbing. You don't need a lot, which means a lot to me because I'm a person that can just glob it on for no reason. I'm like, oh, this feels amazing. And then I'm like, I don't understand why I don't have any left. This really goes so far. And then after that, I use the Edward Bess Black Sea Pearl Primer. This stuff is my favorite out of everything. This makes your skin just like liquid pearl. It is so ethereal. It's crushed up pearl, and then Mediterranean Sea moisturizing properties. So some people use this just as their moisturizer. But do you see that so far? And you can even target this over your makeup if you want to, as like a really natural looking highlighter. Man, speaking of unicorn, like this is off the charts to put that eye patch back on. Okay, all right. Well, here's that. And by the way, I have a little sneak peek of something coming up from Tacha that I'm super obsessed with and that we talked about last week, so stay tuned. My last step, and pardon, this has like basically makeup all over it. I make no apologies, but this is our CC cream from IT Cosmetics, and this is the Illumination. So for no makeup or a holiday kind of sparkle and shine that's in a natural way, I like this because this could be looked at as your third moisturizer if you wanted to layer, but it's got color correcting properties. So while my skin's a little pink from the regeneration of the rose stem cell mask, the retinol treatment and whatnot, you'll quickly see that when I apply this, everything goes back to being neutral, but you'll be able to see the Edward Best Pearl Primer undertones in it, as well as kind of just this like clean looking complexion. So
Laura's asking if you have any breakouts from using so many products and from bouncing back and forth between brands.
Laura, I actually don't. I'm going to just say this for me personally. I don't have that many breakouts, and I honestly think I don't have that many breakouts because I use my Clarisonic. And I try to use my Clarisonic most nights a week. When we go live on Beauty IQ, I think some people think that like we just we waltz right in. We're like, okay, I'm ready to start working at 8 p.m. and then I get done at 10. We like work a normal like 40-hour week, sometimes 50, and you're like, where's my day gone? And so sometimes when I come into the studio, like if I'm on at 8, I could be here at noon and still going till 10 and talking and all that stuff. So I try to use my Clarisonic every night, but there are some nights that I don't. But I feel like because I get such a good clean from Clarisonic that it doesn't, nothing's really left in my pores to clog them. That is just for me. I don't know like what kind of skin type you have, but I also think using the Clarisonic with Purity and then second cleansing with the Black Micellar Water Prem from Glow Recipe definitely helps. And I use a lot of products really just because I try not to use the same one twice, because I don't ever want to have my skin plateau. And I don't think that it would, but I feel like I'm at an age where it's really critical for me to start taking the best care of my skin that I can. And so that's why I changed, just to see what I respond to and whatnot. All right, so I'm just wiping off a little bit. I hope that answered your question. Just a little bit. And so now you can kind of see that I just have even complexion. Like, kind of looks like I have no makeup on, which is great. I just had all of that treatment. The only thing that I have left to show you, I'm gonna do my brows. I feel like no makeup is, like, that's all fine and well, but don't leave home without your brows. I think we teach you that enough on Beauty IQ, and you guys who watch know that I'm obsessed with Brow Gal. She's the only brow artist that comes to QVC and Beauty IQ that gives you 2 different shades to choose, like 2 different shades that you should apply your brows with so that you get this natural hair-like texture. So I'll start with the 3. I'm in the brunette shade. And by the way, they always come with a sharpener, which is at the end, which is really nice. So you always have a really sharp edge to create a good line with. All right, so brow mapping, according to Tanya Crooks, is take this, the side of your nostril, and like you're hanging a painting, mark there. Then you do the same thing at the edge of your nose, right here, and go all the way to where your arch would be. That's your highest point. And then you take it from the side of your nose here and line it up to the edge of your eyebrow. So it's like X marks the spot 3 times, but that's how you map your brows. So there's a spoolie on the end of it, which means you can't mess it up. And so you just start by tracing underneath. And you do the same thing above.
Doreen says, what about the shine on your face? Are you going to leave it?
Doreen, the shine on my face is like what your shine would look like if you were at home. So my skin isn't greasy. We just have, I wish you could see it. There's like 2 huge lights, and then these back here, they kind of exaggerate what my skin texture looks like, but my skin's not greasy. And if you wanted to just take care of the shine, wait for it. That's coming up, but you could also just use a setting powder. It takes a minute, I would say, probably takes my skin when I use all of my products about 10 minutes to set in and like everything get absorbed. And so we're doing this kind of quickly just because it's on Facebook, but really to each his own of what you can do. All right, so that's one brow. Look, like who wants to be friends with a girl whose brow's like that? Like this one, so much better. Oof. All right, so I'm gonna brow mark again, so right here, tip, and right there. And the good news is if you mess up your brows, there's a spoolie on the end of it, and it just really brushes clean. Okay.
Well, Regina says she loves the shine look and it makes your skin look healthy and
Thank you, Regina. Yeah, sometimes it's funny, like with our lighting, they just tend to over exaggerate like how much shine we have. And sometimes like when we leave the salon, we're like, wow, my skin looks so matte, but we go out there and it looks a little shiny. So again, these aren't like real life scenarios. So the moment that you've all been waiting for, tonight, if you guys, well, let me just say this. So if you guys watched last week when we were talking about the perfect holiday red lip, it was from TATCHA, and it wasn't available yet because we were going to have it in the show tonight because starting at 8 p.m. TATCHA's got our steal, which could be the most perfect holiday cheer gift for you or someone else, but making its debut in this great little gift box is actually the red lipstick that I used from last week, which is that perfect geisha red. You also have this like little gold lip gloss, which I'm gonna use in just a second. And then you have the oil blotting papers, which is what I'm gonna use to reduce some of my shine. So all three of these pieces are brand new tonight. You're gonna see them in my 8 p.m. show when they go live, which is awesome. We don't have a ton of these, and I'm really excited about it because these are on my days where I don't use much makeup, my go-to. So check it. You get these little papers and they come in the cutest little packaging. It's like you're opening an envelope. And when you take these, so they look like golden paper, you literally just go like this. And it takes away some of the shine. I mean, look at that. Look at what all of that is absorbing. So some of that is product because I haven't waited for it to set into my skin. But look how much more matte that side looks than this side. And I try to use the whole sheet and rub just like this. And this is really nice, especially if you have mature skin, because you can take the oil away without adding product. A lot of people think that when you want to touch up or you feel like you've got shiny skin, they go right to paper, or excuse me, right to powder, and you shouldn't always do that. So right now, I have two papers, and by the way, all of the leftover gold that goes into our packaging is in these papers, so you get a little bit of that on your skin. So I probably use these at least once a day, but this is like waving the white flag. You're like, my skin's done. So that's one piece that you get. Those are the oil blotting papers. And then the last one that I'm gonna show you. Mike, can you get this out of the packaging? Sorry, I can throw it to you. Oh, sorry, got it. Oopsies, okay. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so real quick, here's that Tacha Red Lip. Look how pretty. Brand new tonight, perfect holiday red. Love that. And it's got the most gorgeous packaging. It's got a magnetic snap to it, so you never lose the top in your purse, which is great. So the last piece of this for my skincare routine is this lip balm from Tacha. So it's this gorgeous, like silk-infused balm that's got bits of gold in it. Look at all of that. And that goes on your lips. And it's like this effervescent little sparkle. That's so pretty. And it's consistently through the balm, which is nice. So it's not like you're breaking the top part and you're like, oh no, where did all my gold go? All right, here. And I typically use this as a nighttime treatment. Just because it has so many reparative properties. I feel like my lips are like a new person when I wake up in the morning. And then last but not least, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. This is a beauty hack that I've discovered, and I have no idea if it's good for my eyes, but I can still see, and I say that to you. It's only something that I do. I take my leftover balm from my fingertips and pat just a little bit onto my skin to get the excess off. And on days where I'm not wearing any makeup, I have long lashes, but I have blonde lashes, and so I will take it and kind of make my lashes a little more pronounced. And push them up and hold them there. And so that way, you've got more lash definition than you did without. And I don't know when I started doing this, but I know I started doing it in college and no one told me to. I just learned about it. I just did it one day and I was like, I bet this would be really good. I think because I was using clear mascara and it wasn't really doing the job. All right, so that's it. So bigger lashes, courtesy of my lip balm. And yeah, I just feel like it adds so many great qualities, like back to my lips. I'm like, why not my lashes? But again, these are my lashes. You can try it at home or you can not try it at home. It's just a fun little beauty hack that I thought I'd show you. But remember, we're getting holiday ready with our skincare that's a little more intensive. It's a little more splurge quality, which is fun because I think you can do that this year. So a quick recap of what I showed you tonight. I started off with the PTR Rose Stem Cell treatment, which is a mask. You wear it for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then also the 24 karat gold eye patches, which I wore underneath my eyes. From there, I used the Happ lip scrub, followed by the Kate Somerville retinol treatment for your face and for your eyes. Then I used I forgot to tell you my biggest beauty hack, but I think it's a little too late. Hold on, I'll get back to it. So this is the Mother of Pearl Edward Best Pearl Primer. I mix that in over my moisturizer, Tacha, the Silk Cream, and then I use the color correcting cream with SPF from It Cosmetics. Just to color correct everything, because sometimes my skin just gets pink from touching it, and so there's that. And then, by the way, here's what I use to second cleanse after purity. It's the black micellar water from from the Girls That Glow recipe. And then for my brows, I used Brow Gal. And then don't forget to take away the shine. I used the blotting papers from Tatcha, which are right here. They're coming up tonight in a 3-piece kit. The Gold Balm, which comes with the red lipstick. It's a really good value too. I'm really excited. So there's that red lipstick, beautiful casing. And then last but not least, I can't believe I forgot to show you this. So if you ever have the problem of your skin being so much lighter than the rest of your body, it's because you're exfoliating, you're using products that take away color, and honestly, with all the buildup that you get from pollution and makeup, your skin just kind of gets so it's naturally lighter because you wash it a little more intensely than everywhere else. So that you have your complexion match the rest of your body, I will take my moisturizer and I will take Mind Tan or Josie Maran Argan Oil Tanner and just do like a little tiny spritz, like the tiniest spritz, like that's good. And I mix that together, and that's what I use as my face tint. So I'm just gonna rub that in. But yeah, do it every day, and that way I can wake up and this is the same color as everything else, which is great. And it's also nice, especially in like sweater season, if you just want like a little bit of a glow, try that. I think you'll love it. All right, so that's gonna wrap up Makeup Monday. I wanna give you guys a little heads up because we have some fun stuff coming your way. The reason why we were a little late today is I participated in a rap challenge. Now that could be rapping or that could be rapping. Which one do you think it was? We'll see you next week for another Makeup Monday and maybe the winner of the rap challenge. By the way, I battled Alberti Popage. Gave me some trouble. Bye, guys.